Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called Hedgehog, Whodunit by Heather Prusar and art by Gal Wiseman. This is the story of Hitch, the hedgehog, who happens to live at the city zoo. He also happens to be a private investigator. Actually, a private investigator, so he doesn't always love going out and solving crimes, except when they find him. His helper, Vinny the rat, is the one who's able to get out and about in the zoo, and he's the one who realizes that the panda is missing, and someone has changed all the signs in the zoo. So, together, Hitch and Vinny must go around the zoo to see if they can figure out exactly who has been the one to change the signs, where the panda is, and when Hitch might finally be able to take his nap. This fun story is great for those readers who are starting to wade into more chapter book style literature. So there are chapters in this. It is more literature and narrative heavy than a lot of other books for young people, but it's not super long. So that, coupled with the fact that there are a lot of jokes, a lot of dialogue, and occasional illustrations, along with some white space, means that those readers who are starting to be a little bit more confident reading on their own will find that this book is something that they'll settle into fairly easily. There are a lot of animal facts, a lot of puns and jokes worked into the dialogue, so it is a lighthearted story. While it is a mystery and there are things to figure out, it's mostly very fun and jovial, especially because the characters aren't always exactly what you would expect, and so they have really dynamic personalities that step off of the page. As you can see in the book also, there's lots of different fonts, and so as you have new words being introduced or signs that are being discussed or anything that might be important for the reader to know, they are in a slightly different font or slightly larger, so they're standing out from the page and bringing that awareness and attention to those words. As you can see, the animals are fairly cartoon-like, anthropomorphic, especially as they're wearing clothes, as you can see in the cover, so that helps readers empathize a little bit more with them, even though they are zoo animals. And because they are zoo animals, there's a good chance that readers are familiar with them in their regular lives. So as they're going through this story, they might imagine what would happen at their own zoo if these animals could talk and do the things like they can in this story. So definitely good for younger readers, probably that third grade age range, especially if they are starting to get a little bit more comfortable and confident with chapter books. And it's especially fun for readers who enjoy that lighthearted, joking kind of style of literature. If this sounds like a great fit for you or for someone you know, I hope you look for it wherever you get your books.